Hello everyone and welcome back to LBT Halo's presentation of HCS London. The sun just came up. We've been up for about 3 hours now, casting all of the action here in pool play as these open bracket teams take on the pool play teams that have already secured that position in pools. And Quadrant gets out to a fast start 1-0, but BitterSweet answer right back. We're tied 1-1.
To set the stage here, this is a do or die moment for both teams. Both teams currently 0-2. This was the pool of death. Both teams losing to Sentinels and Optic along the way. So whoever loses this series will be out of the tournament entirely. Winner goes on to the lower bracket round 1, where they have a chance to make a run and still have life in the tournament. But right now it is tied neck and neck, 1-1. 8-minute mark about to come across your screen. That's when that overshield comes up. Could be a big difference maker here in a moment.
BitterSweet could leave a bitter taste in the mouth of Quadrant, your hosts of this HCS London tournament. And it's almost like walking into a dinner party, right? They're hosting, they've got steaks and turkeys and vegetables, mashed potatoes out on the table, and then you just flip it over. That's what BitterSweet's looking to do here as Envore pushes in through to the red base, has shots onto Sica. A little bit of that overshield keeps him alive for now. A pull occurs, but there's way more meat left on the bone. Envore, not a lot of shields left, looking to stay alive, sensing a push maybe from the fridge side, but it doesn't come through quite yet, and Envore is going to extend it a little further. Got to take down Sica in the mid-map. It's got to be someone behind him. There's that player behind him that he expected from the fridge. A little missed timing there as SLG takes him down.
Right now, it looks like Quadrant just trying to maintain positioning in this utility side. Big shots out of Snipedrone. By the way, this guy was playing unbelievable yesterday. I think he put up nearly 50 kills in an oddball game, and just he was playing as the most kills in the lobby against Optic. So, I mean, Snipedrone definitely on fire this weekend, playing on home turf, home field advantage, maybe, but this Quadrant roster should not be overlooked. They're looking very strong, had a close series against Sentinels as well. BitterSweet on the other side, they've also looked very good, but maybe didn't put up as good of a fight in the series against those two top teams. So right now, Quadrant has the flag out, but so do BitterSweet. BitterSweet looking better poised to cap this if they can return their own flag. Piggy gonna elect to try to fight in front of the flag for now, just to guarantee this flag cap. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, another back smack comes through. Hold the line, hold the goal line stand. SLG has another monster back smack that might just give Quadrant the counter cap. It does. 3 go down for BitterSweet. Diagram's the last player alive, and oh my gosh, what a time to lose that as the OS is up as well. Can Quadrant utilize this? Take a 2-1 lead?
Enemy flag returned.
Piggy probably kicking himself there. Thought that maybe he needed to watch out for another player rotating through the car side, but realistically might have been able to just return the flag and cap it there. That will potentially come back to bite them, as they do have to relinquish that flag cap. And now all of a sudden, Quadrant, the ones in control. They've got 2 dead. They've got the flag running. Flag player taking some damage, but when he rounds that corner, he's going to be safe to get at least halfway across the map. Snipedrone trying to cut off the spawners here. Done a good job so far. Gets 2. Piggy and Envore, last 2 players alive, but they're in no position to stop this flag cap. Quadrant go up 2-1.
Oh man, SLG not only stops BitterSweet from taking a 2-1 lead, but he flips the match on its head. A little bit of an elongated counter cap. The first one doesn't go through, but the second one does, as it's Quadrant in the lead 2-1, and that's a moment in the match you could look back on as the difference maker. SLG and Sica combining to be the difference maker as they combine for 2, and oh, BitterSweet got to worry about this one. A potential 3-1 with less than 4 or so to go, and the momentum we're seeing mount for Quadrant. This is a big one right here.
This is very important. BitterSweet need to stop this cap. It feels like momentum rolling a little bit too strong in favor of Quadrant. They get 3 dead though. They stop the flag short. This looks like a very easy return now for Diagram. They've got to predict the spawns though. Spawners could spawn as far as car 2 and P1. They do. Snipedrone and Sica both spawn P1. It's because BitterSweet are controlling a little bit too much of this side of the map, so they're not going to be able to get this flag home unless they get this return, but also slay out on their side of the map.
Yeah, Quadrant pushing through on the fridge and generator side of the map gives the opposition those advantageous spawns. 2 go down on each side, split scenario. BitterSweet looking to counter of their own. Oh, and Diagram with this OS could help tie this matchup at 2.
Such an important OS grab when things are starting to look grim. Huge reset. They're now in the Quadrant base. Diagram just playing extra careful, checking all of his corners, making sure nobody's here to backsmack him. Wants to get more value out of this OS. Frag grenade bounces off of literally nothing, gets stuck and does some damage on himself. Bit unfortunate there. However, looks like the flag is all the way out, and maybe Quadrant has a chance to cap this. Piggy's the last player alive to try to stop the situation, but he's buying enough time for his teammates to come off and potentially stop it as well.
75% of Quadrant slays in this Aqua CTF have come via teamwork and assist. Teamwork makes the dream work. It also puts in the 3rd score for Quadrant, and that's been their win condition. Help each other out, keep each other alive. Unbelievable grouping on the side of Quadrant. I always say, if you've got all 4 members within 4 kills or assists of each other, that means everybody's playing their 25%. That's exactly what we see here. Everybody but SLG with a flag score of their own. This is perfect team Halo being played by Quadrant, and they're in the lead because of it.
If you'll recall back to that last Quadrant roster, including Legends and Chick, they were very good at capture the flag and seemed to always work well together. Not a surprise that they are finally clicking. It felt like this specific version of Quadrant took a while to start clicking, but they definitely are now. They're looking to cap a 4th flag. BitterSweet go 3 dead. They did get a pull, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop this one. They should be able to get this return and get this cap. SLG is going to slide in, grab the flag. That flag might just return on its own. SLG looks to put it in, but no. Envore here at the last second. He's going to get the pull, throw it out into the courtyard just to buy his team a little bit more time. Absolutely necessary right now. Who got this overshield, though? Overshield just came up 10 seconds ago. Snipedrone with the triple kill. Mortally with the flag return, but he's going to have to do a lot more than that if BitterSweet are going to win this one.
Unbelievable. Every time it feels like BitterSweet have a glimmer of hope. You've got somebody for Quadrant shutting it down with Doom and Darkness. There was Snipedrone with the triple kill. Continuing on, taking down Piggy. And he's just looking to stay alive here. 3-1. And my God, Quadrant have another flag out. If they score this, it is all but over. 3 go down for BitterSweet. And it could be 3 down for Quadrant. It is. SLG's the last player alive for Quadrant. I'm amazed he's able to get it this far into the base. He's going to have to stop short here and make sure he regains his shields, play his process. Again, a dueling flag out scenario. 3-1 with 1 minute left. This is a win condition for BitterSweet. They could elongate this situation for 60 seconds. And that'd be the game, but they might not need to. Another multi-kill from SLG. Multiple scores. 4-1 in total as Quadrant are going to take this game on, if not for a Cloud9-esque Season 1 comeback.
I don't think BitterSweet are even moving off their spawn. I mean, they might play for a few more slays, but game is over. It's mathematically impossible. There's just not enough time left on the clock. So very impressive plays by Quadrant. Like you said, all really playing within that same grouping. Towards the end game, the slays heavily leaning towards Quadrant. It felt like for a majority of this game, maybe 60-70% of it, the slays were even. But going into the closing moments of this game, Quadrant really just turned up the pressure. Now just padding the score sheet as they take down Piggy in the util, but sorry, in the fridge side. But wow, the Quadrant playing very effective.
And in this do or die pool play round 3, which is really lower bracket round 1 if you think about it. Both of these two teams will either start in lower bracket. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, you go home. And I think this is another situation just like that, as Native Gaming need a win over SWAT Esports. ITB, though, previously losing. I don't remember who won the series between ITB and Native Gaming, but this is another one of those highly consequential pool play matches here as we get towards the latter parts of pool play. All of these open bracket teams wrapping up their matches against the pro squads.
ITB did defeat Native in a game 5, but fell to SWAT Esports 3-0. Now, Native Gaming, I think, have not yet won a series, so they went to game 5. So I think this is a potential tiebreaker type scenario if Native does win this against SWAT Esports. there would be a 3-way tie, and then it would go to map count, I believe.
Yep.
So this could be very consequential. The fact that ITB lost 3-0 to SWAT Esports means that Native probably need to win this one 3-0 to tie that performance.
Man, the situation could not be more dire for some of these squads, as the open bracket teams have come to play, looking to steal the spots, steal the hearts of some of these existing, long-standing, staple professional teams in the HCS. It's 2 go down for SWAT Esports after the double kill from Noble, 2 go down for Native Gaming, but it's 3 in total. Make it 4 after the double from Barcode. It's a double-double, no in and out, as Barcode goes straight into the hill.
Barcode, such an exciting player to watch, so efficient on the map, able to deal so much damage. 15 kills, 11 assists as well, only 10 deaths. Really the standout performer so far. He's putting the Disruptor to work. We don't see that gun get used a whole lot, not yet at least. Probably deserves a little bit more love, but now it's tapping buttons in the hill. So great push out of SWAT Esports coming off spawn, able to shut down Native Gaming. And really didn't take them that long. Native only able to get about 45% of this hill before they get shut down.
2-1 here. Native Gaming have the lead as we join this match in progress. 2 minutes left in regulation, and 2 more go down on each side of the map. It feels like for the last 2 minutes, it's been all 2v2s. Who's going to win out? That classic Halo scenario. The birthplace of competitive Halo, you could argue, was born with 2v2, and we're seeing a lot of it here. APG, been playing Halo since he was born, it feels like, as he's locking down this side of the map. Gilkey with a huge double kill. Looks like could help secure a 3-1 lead for Native Gaming. One final chance to stop it for SWAT. And this is the question you have to ask. Do they even overextend to stop a hill that they likely can't, or rotate for next? That's the strategical question, as Native Gaming will in fact take that 3-1 lead.
This next camo going to be quite important as well. Snipe Side Hill can be shut down. We've seen it capped very quickly. We've also seen it hotly contested, but beginning of the hill going to be all the info we need. This Acid wins a crucial 1v1 against APG in order to grab the camo that's going to secure the hill. And they've only got a minute and a half on the regulation clock, so they want to cap this one in a hurry to give themselves a chance to tie it up and force overtime.
Curious what Hoaxer has in his mind, the coach for Native Gaming. Do they play to milk the clock? Do they play for slays, or do we see Native Gaming step foot in the hill and go for the 4-1 victory? Barcode pushing in, but this could just be to take down the opposing player Noble at Snipe. We'll know right here what their strategy is. Native Gaming are going to play for the 4-1 win.
I like this call. I mean, this hill can be shut down. It's also pretty easy to apply pressure from within this hill. You've got a lot of cover, natural cover with the cement blocks here, but a couple do go down. It's 2 down on each side. Mikwen does have this shock rifle, and if he can get a couple headshots, he might just close out the game.
Native 0-2 in pool play, needing this victory here, needing what you'd think is a 3-0 sweep after SWAT 3-0 sweep ITB. Native Gaming, this would be one way to start that Cinderella run.
We need 1 second, but is it enough? Wow, an insane push there. I was worried that it was a little bit premature, but no, there was 2 members of Native there ready to shut that down. They take a nice win in game 1. That's some good momentum going into the rest of the series. Also, just a single win in this series could be consequential, even if I think SWAT Esports now wins the rest of the games. I think Native, or no, that would mean Native goes 0-3 in pool, so they still need to win this series. On the other side, SWAT need to at least take a game to win a tiebreaker, I believe.
If SWAT wins 1 game, they take the spot from Native Gaming. Unbelievable. As we switch gears here, Quadrant versus BitterSweet. We've been casting so much continuous action. We haven't had a chance to thank you guys in the chat for all of your support, but we see those gifted subs. Purple, thanks, homie. See those prime subs from the likes of DeBrian94 and everybody else. Thank you guys so much for supporting this entirely community-funded, entirely grassroots effort here from the LVT crew as we hop on board here with Snipedrone on the net side of the map, looking to push on through. 2v1 on Diagram, but his teammate splits from him. Diagram's going to take the fight to him and take advantage of that little split as he takes down Snipedrone. Split in the feed as well. Glory goes down again. And this is looking like an opportunity for BitterSweet to roll on the numbers.
Here we go. SLG using that repulsor to relocate to top mid. Shuts down Mortally. That's a big kill because Mortally was kind of shutting down this side of the map. SLG is going to take that position from himself. Also finds the sniper rifle. And I tell you what, called this guy one of the best snipers in the world. And his Twitter feed will tell you why. As he will tell you why right here. Oh, could have hit the triple, but barely misses. But we can see some early shades of why SLG is a very feared sniper rifle.
Quadrant and the sniper on live fire. Name a better duo. I'll wait. My God. And they're looking for it again. 3 go down for BitterSweet, and Quadrant are going to have the snipe back in their hands, if not for Envore. And this is a smart play here. Last Spartan standing. He's just going to waste out those 4 shots. This is such a smart play from Lee. I love this. And then he earns the assist on Sica. So now he's got a little bit of snipe to work with after that heads-up play. This is... Again, we're seeing such high-level, heady Halo being played. Now Envore looks to take some heads himself.
Yeah, spurning the first half of the clip just in case he is taken down, but still wants to utilize the rest of the clip offensively. Spurning another one. Gets the shot, though, with the last bullet in the clip. And when his team has a 2-kill deficit to make up, just denying any opportunity for Quadrant to continue mounting a lead is massive. They've now tied it up. Need to do so to stay alive here.
Envore pushing through, 3 pushing through the big door, so he's got teammate support. Looks like 3 stacked for Quadrant as well after SLG goes down. And those 3 members of Quadrant are pushing up on the nest side. Envore with the low ground. A couple grenades here could be deadly. He finds a way to stay alive. Finds a way to get a slay onto Sica. Trades out, and that is massive. Keeping it close. What BitterSweet have been doing a really good job of here. Mortally wins another 1v1 over Snipedrone. Trades out ultimately in the feed. That trickles down to your scoreboard. 25 all at the halfway mark.
Sica just trying to make it annoying for BitterSweet to get into the garage side, but decides to relocate. I kind of like this play. Trying to be sneaky. Also get some pressure on the other side. Don't know if they know Mortally's here yet. Oh, they must. He gets stuck by Glory. That's a 2 dead for Quadrant. Looks like Diagram gets spotted out, beat down by Sica. All of a sudden, Quadrant in a position to potentially spawn kill. Looks like they did purposefully take enough space around tower and screen side to force a green spawn. And that's why they're able to continue building this lead.
Sica pushing up on the turbine. Camo's up now, and it's a battle for it. A 3 go down for Quadrant. This should give BitterSweet the edge for it. Don't want to burn it in this scenario where you only have 1 player alive for Quadrant. And try as they might, they do not burn that camo. Piggy and BitterSweet with a 2-kill lead and 20 seconds left on this camo. This is an opportunity to grow on your lead, but Piggy starts taking some instantaneous shots. Great recognition of Mortally there. Noticing the attention is on Piggy. He gets back involved in the gunfight, and now it's a deja vu, vice versa of that. Piggy now noticing the attention was on Mortally, takes the fight to Quadrant, and they still have that lead up by 2, and it feels like this next snipe could be crucial. Numbers are dwindling for Quadrant. Feels like they've been 3 down more often than not in the last 3 minutes, and that reflects in the scoreboard. 35-39 Mortally, and BitterSweet looking to put the finishing touches on a tied series.
BitterSweet so good at this game type. If you'll recall, this was the same team that beat SSG in Live Fire Slayer. After losing a Argyle CTF in 1 minute and 40 seconds, they bounced back to win this very game type, and they're looking to show why they're so good at it against a team like Quadrant, who've always been good on Live Fire. But they're now up by 5 going into the end game. Got Snipedrone caught out on the screen, but Sica pressuring through top center. This is a good looking setup for Quadrant to push in and potentially collapse.
38-42. Now 40-42 after the double in the feed. Diagram and Piggy go down, and there it is. There's that snipe in the hands of Snipedrone, and despite not having the lead, they have what feels like a potential win condition in their hands. Snipedrone lining up his first shot, misses. But now his location has been alerted, and I love this reposition here, adding some mystery and intrigue to his location. BitterSweet, based on the timing of this, might not know exactly where he is. We'll find out depending on if he gets some side of the headshots or back of the headshots. Snipedrone repositioning once again off the top of Snipe Tower, now down over to the dummy door, but my God, Diagram picks it out. Incredible communication and awareness. Not enough so for Mortally, but he slides through, doesn't have to pay for it, doesn't go down. Snipedrone just looking to make a play, looking to make an impact with the snipe, but his numbers, his teammates go down all the while. And here's where I think he's going to try to bait this camo. He's got a teammate on it, so they might just grab it. 43-45 Quadrant. Can they come back? 44-46 now. No-scope lined up. Snipedrone with the killing spree. Lee looking to shut it down. But he does not. Glory takes him down instead. Bait and switch goes through. 45-46.
I think BitterSweet might have snagged that camo and scurried away with it. Got a trio going to the tower side. Love to see this teamwork. As we see, Diagram gets a clutch kill on Glory. Now they're just one kill away from closing this out and tying up the series. Piggy's got the camo as well. What an impressive in-game sequence from BitterSweet.
I would have really liked to seen Quadrant bait that camo there. When you knew BitterSweet were going for it, you could line up that reticle. We see so many players at the professional level take that quote-unquote free headshot, but instead Piggy and BitterSweet steal the camo. They steal game 2 as well. We're tied in this do or die series. The loser goes home. Tied 1-1 for now as we hop back on board here with another consequential series. Native not only needing the win in this one, but they need to do it via 3-0 sweep, and they're up by 8 in the Slayer. And this is what I arguably expect from a team with so many veterans, so much talent to ice up when it matters most. You've got some of the best players in the world on this Native Gaming roster looking to put it to work.
Absolutely. And quick shout out to Powerful Snail. What a username. Love that with the 10 gifted in the chat. We see you, sir. Thank you so much for your continued support, as we are thankful for everybody else in the chat. Purple Zors also gifting 8 as well. But hopping back into the action, yes, huge lead right now for Native Gaming, up by 10. And this is that back against the wall, do or die. We sat down with Mikwen on our podcast last week, and he said that this team, he knows they have a different gear. He knows they're capable of playing at a high level. Just haven't found a way to find that gear all the time. But I can tell you this right now, it looks like they're in that gear right now.
Well, like we see so often in HCS play, when your back's against the wall, that's when we see the best from these professional players, and that's what Native Gaming are looking at right now. Back against the wall, do or die, and for now, they're doing it. Up by 7, 31-38. We hop on board here with Drift. He's got the shock, so this could bring SWAT back. Lands one headshot. Noob combo misses from Gilkey, and despite that, Drift finds the killing spree. Gilkey trades out with Drift, though, so that's massive. Noble goes down as well. But for now, a 7-kill lead heading into the 40s, and Mikwen could shut the door on it right here. Perfect headshot with the shock. Look at the zip line his way through. Gets the double and an assist on the player at the back of Elevator. And now Native Gaming get back that 10-kill lead.
Noble maybe pushing a few too many buttons while dead. Somehow just jumped right after he spawned. That leads to an easy headshot for Mikwen. He's going to continue to apply pressure, use this grapple to reposition, got this player to one shot, tries to deny any escape opportunity, but he's going to meet multiple opponents when he rounds that corner. He gets taken down, but I think the pressure and the damage has been done. It's now a 7-kill lead. Native just need another 6 to close it out. Barcode's going to get one of those to bring it down to 5, and this one cannot go to time. This next camo could be a potential way for SWAT to get back into this, but it's going to be stolen and delivered to Mikwen. Gilkey just playing kamikaze, grabs it and throws the camo at his teammate's forehead. Mikwen said, all right, bro, thanks, I guess. Let me put this on real quick, but he loves the selfless play out of Gilkey to make sure his team gets that.
Another one of those plays that you expect from the veteran. Mikwen lining up Sticky, lines up the reticle on Acid instead. Quick flick, headshot, takes him down. Throws another potential defensive grenade. He thinks tapping buttons is still there. APG pushing on through. Wow, it's Noble still there. And Noble with that grenade toss from Mikwen. Oh my God. Geometrical, angular velocity takes down Noble and takes down SWAT Esports. Native Gaming on the verge of one of the iciest 3-0 sweeps that we've seen, and they need it. They've got to sweep here. And we're going to take a quick break. While these guys reset, we will as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Halo.
Chasing the dream. On the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. No problem, we ain't solving. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Come play with the big boys. Ain't no rest, we make noise. Love it when you see it so good that you can't avoid. Pedal to the metal, we going far. Going far. On the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Are you ready? Here we go. Started. Let's get it. Let's get it. Started. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it started.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Enemy has the ball.
All right, here we go. Back at it again. Quadrant versus BitterSweet in a do-or-die series where the loser goes home early before even getting an opportunity to compete in champ bracket. Right now, it's Quadrant with the early edge, though, as they look to double up on BitterSweet with the oddball in control as well, as Glory gets to lock down that push through the overpass. Piggy gets the opening break. But SLG continues to milk time, expecting a reset now. There it is, out the back door, and Quadrant have a 44-18 lead.
Oh, such a huge kill from Sica there on Diagram, who had camo and has also been popping off already. 6 and 4, but Sica with the 5 perfect shots on the camo player. Very difficult fight to win there, but it's going to be absolutely massive. Quadrant going to maintain control because of it. New shock rifle is up. We'll have to see which player can grab it. SLG's got that battle rifle in hand, so these long range shots if necessary. And all of BitterSweet are pushing into the pipe side. Knew that this ball would be reset, and they want to take positioning for it.
SLG with that season 1 battle rifle, it feels like. Helps take down 1. Now looking cross map for 2. Drops the battle rifle now. Picks up the shock. Picks up the oddball. Starts to rotate. And now it's on the fulcrum. Does he want to go to C? Does he want to go to gold? With players spawning in C, Sica probably communicates, I just spawned C. What that means for SLG and the rest of the boys to make their way to that location. They do just that. Love the communication. Love the positioning here from Quadrant as they're finding ways to manufacture 10 seconds at a time. Manufacturing slays as well. Nice double kill. Make it a potential triple. No, not going to be the triple, but impressive shots nonetheless from SLG. But he goes down shortly after, and the shock maintains in favor of Quadrant. This is huge. It could switch over to BitterSweet, but if not for Snipedrone taking the face of Envore. Unbelievable sniping we're seeing from Quadrant, and it makes sense. They're one of the best sniper teams in the HCS.
Unbelievable. I mean, there's just something about that French blood, man. There's just, they know how to snipe. Snipedrone not French, but he's gonna hit some headshots as well. These guys are absolutely putting on a clinic. You can almost feel that they are willing themselves to stay alive. I mean, this is their tournament. They do not want to go home right now. This would be awful for them. They want to put on a show for the crowd. Lots of people came to watch these guys play, and they're showing exactly why.
SLG looking to hit that ghost ledge jump to potentially avoid that fragmentation damage. Does not, and goes down, but he burns the camo. Double kill now for Diagram as Quadrant go 4 down, and this is BitterSweet's best look at oddball control. Really curious as to where they're going to take it. It looks like they're going to look at the lockdown location, so they do have an opportunity there to play the oddball out that top A door. No, they're going to actually rotate it over to C, so after 4 go down, they will reset back into the drink, and oddball goes right back into the hands of Quadrant, looking to put the finishing touches on round number 1, needing less than 20 seconds.
Quadrant looking absolutely unreal so far this game. Look at the other side, though. Diagram has the most kills in the lobby. He's 14 and 9, and I swear every time I've looked up, he's just got the most kills on his team. Mortally's been putting up big numbers in a lot of the other games, but not this one. Yet to get much momentum going. He's got 8 assists, though, so it's not like he's been off the map entirely, but I really feel like it's just the backs of those snipe plays out of Quadrant, just getting so much value out of the shock rifle. It's been kind of rare so far this tournament. It doesn't seem like players are hitting as many shots. You know, on land, you're going to be facing even more pressure than usual. It feels like you take a bit more damage since your opponent's shots are connecting a bit better. And Quadrant close out round 1. If they can put on a similar performance with the shock in round 2, they could close this one out in a hurry.
All right, here we go. Taking a look at that Native Gaming versus SWAT esports series. Native Gaming needing a 3-0 sweep are up 1-0 in game 3. What a series win this would be after Alpha sweep ITB. You'd think that this series was going to be much more highly contested, but Native Gaming have second thoughts as we're into the second round here. And oddball recharge. Oddball off the rip gets taken and rotated over to A. Diagram, the only player alive for BitterSweet, and I hate to say this, but it feels like he's the only player doing work in the slaying department. He's got most of, if not all of, the slays.
Yeah, nearly matching the rest of his team combined in slays so far, but I mean, his teammates are definitely helping him earn these kills. It just feels like Quadrant are just kind of outgunning them at the moment. Look at this. See multiple players pushing through the silo side. Snipedrone left that play, understanding that his teammate probably had it covered, knowing that the ball is reset. Has to quickly take some space on this side, but look at the spawn understanding. Knew that a player was likely to be spawning an elevator at this moment. Shuts him down. That's going to make it a little bit easier for his teammates to push through on the opposite side.
SLG really likes himself the battle rifle. More often than not, when he switched to his POV, he's got it not only in his back pocket, but in his primary loadout. 3 go down, though, for Quadrant. BitterSweet with an opportunity off the reset to take this oddball, but Quadrant have already milked a 20-second head start, so they're going to dare BitterSweet come and take it.
Yeah, interesting play there by SLG. Maybe knew that Diagram was in pipes here. Diagram's going to be the one with the shock rifle, and he's the guy that needs to start popping off. He's already been popping off, but he can push the envelope even further. Maybe take some inspiration from his twin brother Suppress doing work on Shopify. You can start playing, putting up numbers like that can make a big difference, but so far unable to land that perfect headshot. Able to do a lot of damage, but needs the rest of his team to show up to make this push work.
Oh, swipe headshot from Diagram there as he continues to pop off. Double kill. Perfect reversal. And now he's doing work with the oddball time. I mean, this is an unbelievable performance. You said earlier, Eli, that Quadrant were willing themselves to a win here, which I agree with. But on the other side, it's Diagram willing his team right back.
Enemy has the ball.
A war of the wills. Which will is stronger? Right now, it's Glory positioning himself for what could have been an overkill, but Snipedrone's gonna edge him out of that one. Here we go. Glory, bottom A tower, and they've got a nice looking setup. Snipedrone's got some space over at the battery. Sica's long haul. Looks like Mortally maybe a bit overzealous in his push. Finds the trade, but I don't think that's going to be enough. This should be a significant hold here for Quadrant.
Victory.
58 and rolling, just as BitterSweet looked like they were going to get back in the mix. Quadrant going to run away with a massive game 3 win, tied 1-all. Outside of a game 5, this is the win to take right here. You give yourself a huge edge, putting the other team on match point, only needing 1. Your opponents 2, as Glory. We're going to rack up more oddball time. Sensing a rotation, misses the oddball grab, but again, Eli, with this 75-15 lead, you don't feel as bad about something like that. It's just kind of like, oh well, we'll just go back to A.
Yeah, I mean, the Quadrant looking unbelievable with the shock rifle this game. Snipedrone just adding more highlights. Are they trying to make a montage out of a single game? Were they challenged? Someone say I'll drop 10 gifted in the chat if you guys make a montage in a single game. I mean, these guys are unbelievable, and this game looked easy for them. BitterSweet got to step it up in going into the rest of the series.
Oh, Native up 2-0 in the series and up 2-0 with less than 5 minutes left. This could be the match that stamps their ticket through to the championship bracket and gives the boys in blue a chance to show us what they got. We know that they're some of the best players in the league, and they will get that opportunity. Native Gaming clutch up, ice up in a series where they not only needed the win, they needed the sweep, and they got it.
Oh my God, that is so huge for Native. I don't know exactly how the tiebreaker is going to function. That now means because they won that, there should be a 3-way tie in that bracket between Native, ITB, and SWAT Esports. So to admins, going to take a look at the tiebreaker rules, calculate that one, see who places where. It's going to be very intriguing to see how that one plays out, but